Hey y'all, welcome to the Shiitake podcast. We're here at the amazing Leaven kitchen here in Decatur, Georgia, where we're going to be coming at you weekly with news of the food world. We're going to do some interviews with some of our amazing members, some product demos, and we're going to be trying out some new and unique foods as well. If you've been here before, welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Please make sure you're liking our videos, subscribing to our channel if you haven't already done so. And if you're new here, welcome. Please join us every week. We'll be releasing a new podcast every Monday at 9 a.m. So please make sure that you're subscribed to our channel so you get an alert anytime a new one pops up. Like, subscribe, follow if you're not doing so already, and let's get things started. All right, so let's talk some news. Recently, you may have heard on the news that we averted, right? A crisis was averted when it came to the railway system. I personally didn't realize how sort of tied in our food supply was into the railway system. Of course, you see, trains coming back and forth, all that, and I guess it sort of becomes kind of an afterthought, right? My brain sort of just says, the highways, right? You have your 18-wheelers and your trucks, but it seems like here lately, we're quickly realizing that's just not the case, right? So what I found out in doing research and looking around and reading around just in general, especially for today's segment, right, is just how dependent America is on the railway system. And to me, that's bananas. The rails have been out, since the 1800s, right? The train system connecting east to west and what have you. But essentially what happened in the news is railroads and unions representing tens and thousands of workers did reach that tentative deal, avoiding a freight shutdown. And essentially that shutdown was threatening to further disrupt the U.S. food supply. As we've talked about before, inflation and things of that nature are causing our food prices to go nuts. But again, I just didn't realize just how tied in our food supply itself was with that rail system in general. So just some details on that. You can find this information. The source for my information is fooddive.com. Great source for good food news just in general. But essentially the agreement announced that approximately 60,000 railroad employees have agreed on this new agreement, right? Essentially the deal includes that they're going to get a 24% wage increase over a 5-year period from 2020, which started in 2020 through 2024, and then 5 annual sort of lump sum payments of $1,000, according to the National Carriers Conference Committee. So essentially what they were doing is the union stepped up and said, hey, our workers aren't being treated the way they should, right? They're not being paid enough. A lot of time, I have a friend that works in that rail industry, and they have those long hours, right? 12, 13, 14-hour days. A lot of them weren't able to get time off. They weren't able to use their time off that they'd accrued, and forget about calling in sick, anything like that. So definitely left no time for family. So I'm definitely down with what their cause was. I thought it was a great thing that they were standing up for it, and I'm glad they were able to come to sort of some agreement, right? So food industries over the last few months, or food industry groups rather, had expressed concern over what the strike could mean for supply and prices, given the fraught inflationary environment, right? So again, inflation is going bananas. So essentially a couple things that would have happened is grain storage facilities would have filled up, and it could have led to crops spoiling, right? None of that grain would have been able to get out to where it needed to go. And of course that would have raised pricing for a lot of things, especially things that are relevant here to Leaven Kitchen, things like bread, baked goods. A lot of those things are already being impacted by the war in Ukraine as well. And then just a general bad season for wheat. The efficient operation of the rail network, which actually moves 25% of the U.S. grain, is crucial for our economy just in general. So again, that's just something I wanted to touch on today. I personally, again, didn't realize just how tied in we are to that rail system, and I'm glad they were able to come to some sort of an agreement, while at the same time making sure those folks are taken care of. I don't want to pay more for bread and things like that, but I think it's important that folks are being paid what they're worth, right? That people are being treated the way they should be treated in their workplace. So I applaud them. I'm glad they got it done, and I'm glad it's not going to affect us any more than it already has.
Hey guys, it's your girl Ash, and we are back here live at Leaven Kitchen for our Talk Shiitake podcast, another episode, and we're coming back with another Leaven member. I am here today, of course, with the amazing Lauren Janice with Big Daddy Biscuits. How are you today?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Good. So for everyone that does not know who you are, tell us just a little bit about who you are and how you got into selling dog biscuits.
Well, my name is Lauren Janice. I am Big Daddy Biscuits. We've been in business for 11 and a half years.
Oh, wow.
We make all natural and organic dog biscuits.
Mm-hmm.
We source from local Georgia farmers, so we know where our food's coming from. We have 3 different flavors. We have 2 grain-based and 1 grain-free based.
Okay.
We have 1 meat and then 2 peanut butter-based biscuits. Because you know what, every dog loves the peanut butter.
Yeah.
Lots
of pets do.
Yeah, so we do a grain-free because there's a lot of dogs that are allergic to grains.
Yeah.
So we call ourselves a non-discriminatory dog biscuit company because we want to make sure that every dog is able to eat our treat.
And eats healthy.
Yes.
So I have a question. So for someone who, say, has a pet, they may not be as educated on how to care for a pet. How does someone find out if their pet has allergies?
Well, there's lots of different things. So a dog can be scratching a lot, could be licking their paws. So what
Watching the signs.
what I say is, I'm like, start just like as a human, eliminate foods. Like when a food you're not feeling good after you eat something, you're like, what did I eat? Let's not eat that for a little while and see what happens.
Gotcha.
So I realized that my dog was scratching all the time. He was licking his his paws. And so we eliminated the grains, and that's what it was. Sometimes it's more than that, but that's the beginning of the stages of checking.
Okay. So 3 different flavors, or you said organic.
Yep.
And you said all the ingredients are sourced from local farmers. So that's
The
interesting.
majority of them are.
Okay.
So as much as we can. So our whole wheat, we source from our friends at Dayspring Farms. They're a local organic wheat farm in Georgia. If we can't get it from them, then we find different sources. We use Root Baking, which is also in Atlanta. Our eggs come from different local Georgia farmers. So we just try as much as we can. If we can't,
it's organic. Yeah.
Right. So if we can't get it, we don't. But we do our very best
To keep it as close as possible.
especially with the way the world is going now. It's a little more difficult now.
That's
but
awesome.
we always source organically though.
So for someone who may not even think about these type of things, like, you get a pet and then you just go to the store and you just get the stuff that's over the counter, like, oh, it's dog food, it's cheap, whatever. What are the benefits of feeding your dogs outside of just like allergies and stuff, but pets in general, all organic foods like how we eat?
I just think a cleaner way of eating. When I started this, we named on our bags, it says it's farm to table, knowing where your food comes from. So that was the reason why we wanted to source from local Georgia farmers, because I want to know where my food comes from. I wanted the same for my dog as well. Some dogs aren't, just like people, some dogs aren't allergic to things, and their stomachs aren't as sensitive, and they can eat anything. And sometimes dogs can't, others need a little extra specialness. So
where did your passion come from to want to create this and to start actually having a whole business? Like, you have your products in stores and this is like a huge thing. So where did the passion come from to even begin this?
Dog, Big Daddy.
Okay.
So this was named after my dog, and his face is on the front of the picture of our
website
bags.
too, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's all over.
Okay.
What I didn't know what to do when the economy in 2008, there was a big dip in it, and I was laid off from my job. And I sat with my niece and my nephew at, on their driveway. And I said, what should I do? Because I couldn't find a job in human resources at the time. And they said, you need to make a dog biscuit. I'm like, okay. Giggles, what should I call it if I do it? And I said, call it Big Daddy Biscuits. And literally the next day I went out and bought a mixer. The girl that doesn't know how to bake, who's not a cooker, who's not at anything, railed it out and started a dog biscuit company.
Created your own recipe.
Created
and
everything. And I haven't looked back, and it was the best and hardest decision I've ever made.
But it
it
ended up being
is
the best thing for you.
amazing
Yeah.
in every level.
It's awesome. And then the creation, I watch you guys in there. You guys work really hard. There's a whole process behind it, and you really care for it. You know, you care for the material as if it was for your own pet. So I feel like that's amazing
Yeah.
too. Tell me how people can find the products. I know that you're in some stores. I know you do some markets and things like that.
Yeah.
So how do people find you? If they want to come and see you personally and get it from you, how do they do that?
So if you want to see this face, you're going to go to the Marietta Square Farmers Market.
Okay, what day is
I
that?
have, I'm sorry?
What day is that?
Oh, that's Saturday mornings from 9 until noon.
Okay.
You can also see us at the Piedmont Park Farmers Market, which is from 9 until 1.
Okay.
You can see us at the Carter Center, the Freedom Farmers Market there, from 8:30 until 1. No, 8:30 until noon on Saturdays.
Saturdays.
So we only do Saturday farmers markets, where you can find us at almost any hotel, any bodegas. It's really hard if someone says, where are you at?
Yeah.
It's hard to say because we're not in a whole bunch of pet stores.
Do you have your events on your website where you're
We
going to be at?
do not.
Okay, just curious.
We shift and we have gone to that whole social media
Oh,
thing.
so they can catch it on social media.
So we shout out everywhere we're going to be on our Instagram and our Facebook page.
That's awesome.
But we work with a lot of restaurants.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go to Tesoro, you're going to see a branded dog bone like this.
I was just
But
going to ask you to show them
Yeah,
what it
so
looks
it's going to have Tesoro's name on it.
Okay.
Hotel Claremont has it. So many different hotels use it.
That's awesome.
Because so many hotels are pet friendly now.
they are.
So we've
Which is good.
shifted, yes, into that direction.
Lots of people travel with their pets anyway, so you need to have somewhere that you can stay and be comfortable, and your pet is also
Yes.
welcome, you know. So I definitely think that's cool. And also creates opportunity for business.
For businesses
you know what
as
I mean?
well, yeah.
So that's awesome.
So we're a turn down, like they give our biscuits as a turn down for the dogs. When they check in at the hotels and the restaurants, they just hand them
Give
out,
it
which
to
is
them.
great.
So cute.
Yeah.
What about in store? If they just can't catch you and they want to try to catch the product in store, where do they find it?
Oh goodness. Okay. Candler Park Market.
Okay.
Seven Onda, Whole Foods. I don't even know if we have so many.
Okay.
I mean, there's so many.
But that's to name a few. So if you
Just-
guys are
yeah.
looking for them, you can go there and find them. And then also, I'm sure the website as well.
Uncle Don's, and we're spread out so far and wide in different elements, so it's really hard to say where. But just look for the bright, natural colored bags, and you'll find us.
Awesome. So another Talk Shiitake podcast with the amazing Lauren Janice. Of course, Big Daddy Biscuits. If you're a pet owner, pet lover, make sure you go and get some and at least just try them and see if your pet is, takes them, if it works well for their bowels and everything like that. I think
It's also a really good gift if you're going to someone's house.
Very true.
So instead of you bringing a bottle of wine for the person or a toy for bring something for the dog.
Yeah, and it's a stocking stuffer.
It's a perfect stocking stuffer. We're going to have wonderful things coming for the holidays.
So before we get out of here, can you give everybody your social handles and then also your website so that they can connect with you?
Of course. So we're BigDaddyBiscuits.com. And then it's I don't know what you say.
It's
just
say at.
Okay, I'm like the worst. So it's at Big Daddy Biscuit without the S for Instagram, and then it's Big Daddy Biscuits on Facebook.
Awesome. Well, guys, you know what? It's been another amazing episode with a great Leaven member. One more thing. How has it been being a Leaven member?
I love being here. It's one big family.
Yeah. So for anyone that is not familiar with the shared kitchen, can you give them a synopsis of what your experience is like?
It's very seamless when I come in here. It's very welcoming. People help each other out, which is amazing. It's enjoyable watching everyone create everything that they do.
I agree.
I've learned so much from all the different members that are here, and also they feed me too. So there's a lot of people that make meals for people. So instead of me having to do it, I can go and ask someone and purchase meals to take them home. So there's so much variety.
And then it goes back with the supporting each other and that type of thing
and
too.
the
So it's awesome.
personalities, and it's fun, and you laugh every day when you come in here. As passionate as everyone is as they're working, they're also
Having fun.
laughter, having a good time.
And that's
so
important too.
it is a
good, healthy balance, right?
It's a very good balance.
All right, Lauren. Well, I thank you for sitting down with me and
Thank
talking
you.
with me on Shiitake Podcast. You guys, if you're looking for a shared kitchen space, make sure you guys come and check out Leaven Kitchen. We are located centrally right in Decatur. It's 215 Laredo, and you guys can reach out to us. Check out the website. It's www.leavenkitchen.com, or find us on Instagram at Leaven_kitchen. It's more Ash, you guys, and I'm going to be signing out.
y'all. Welcome back to the Talk to Talkie podcast. Doing something a little bit different today. We're actually going to be trying out some treats or some snacks from Aldi. So I am a big Aldi shopper personally.
I love Aldi.
I love their what they call their aisle of shame. You know, that the middle aisle you walk down, you find all that random stuff. And I'll come home with something. My wife will be like, "What'd you get today?" And it's, you know, I think I got like a drill one time, and I got like some stuff for like the back seats, you know, so the kids can draw or whatever and put their iPads on, candles.
Yeah,
but
I always get candles from
them. So they have these snacks. I think it's pronounced Deutsch something like that. But they're from Germany, and I always wanted to try them. So I figured, you know what? Why not try them here with my friend Ash here at Leaven Kitchen. So today we're going to try out a couple different things. What's cool about these is I think they're seasonal too. Like this one is like an Oktoberfest sugar roasted almond. We're going to try these guys here. My wife actually really likes these. They're almond like shortbread cookies, but they also have them like in a coconut and a few other flavors. These what they call Jaffa cakes. This just looked interesting. I've never tried them before. But these are, it looks like it's a sponge cookie with a raspberry filling. And then it has dark chocolate on part of it as well. And then these look pretty cool. They're potato sticks. So I'm assuming these are like a German type chip. So we're going to try them today and just tell you guys what we think. You know, of course, not sponsored by Aldi, but I like going through there, seeing what they have and just trying random things. So that's what we're going to do. So Ash, let's start with, I think we'll start with do you like almonds, sugar roasted almonds?
I'm not a fan, but I like sugar roasted, so let's see what it does.
Let's see what we got.
I'm like one of those people that eats Almond Joys and takes the almond out. But I don't like Mounds because Mounds is dark chocolate.
I don't like
milk chocolate.
I don't like coconut, so I probably
coconut.
I wouldn't mess with a
You don't like pina coladas?
Almond Joy. No.
No?
No, I don't. Well, I'm not a drinker, so I don't drink at all. So that's part of it too. But yeah, so again, this is the sugar roasted almond. So let's dive in and see what we think. It's not bad. It's crunchy. It's almondy.
I feel like the sugar roasted makes it better
Yeah.
because I don't really like the taste of almonds, but I don't really taste it as much. I taste it just a little bit, but it's
Right.
not bad.
My wife really likes at the. Have you ever been to Buc-ee's at Big Texas? Gas station. It's like a huge. Well, they have one in Alabama, on the way to Atlanta
I think I have been.
from
It has
Birmingham.
they have like a bunch of stuff like.
Yeah, it's got like a beaver, and it's like a Walmart grocery store. But they actually they roast pecans there,
I love pecans.
and it's like natural. So I think that probably what they're going for here, just roasted almonds. They're okay. They're good. You're right. I think the sugar. Sugar probably does something for them. It's crunchy. They're okay. I'd eat it again.
Cool little snack, watching TV or something like that, and just want to nibble on something. Pretty healthy too, right?
Of course, it has this contained statement, right? Almonds, wheat, tree nuts, milk, soy, peanuts. So if you're allergic to any of that, you probably can't have these.
Yeah.
But it's good.
Pretty good.
Almond spritz are next, as I spit out a piece of my
Almond.
almond. It's like we have a theme, an almond theme today. I'm gonna grab one. So this is a shortbread cookie. What's your favorite cookie, Ash?
My favorite cookie is the Girl Scout cookie with the coconut. You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
I forget what they're called, but you guys know one of the most popular ones.
Yep.
I love those.
I like the one that's kind of like a peanut butter cup.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Chocolate, peanut butter. It's got the cookie inside. I'd say my favorite cookie just in general though is probably chocolate chip.
Okay.
I like a good, just soft, moist, warm chocolate chip cookie. That does it for me.
I think mine will be sugar, fresh out the oven.
Sugar?
Really good.
And then I usually like big old glass of milk. I can tear up about 4 or 5 cookies and do my
Wish
thing.
I could drink milk like that. That's something to me.
I like milk, but I really like it mainly with something like cookies.
These are really good.
I like the shortbread. It's really good flavor. Almonds are an okay touch. I mean, you can't really taste them much, but it's a good combination with the chocolate on there.
I agree. And I feel like it adds a kick to the shortbread. I'm not really a shortbread fan. It's just kind of boring for me. But
It's really like
it adds a kick to it.
like dusty. Yeah, I probably wouldn't eat shortbread by itself, but yeah, by its together with that combination, I think it comes out pretty well. So yeah, these are the almond spritz shortbread cookies, and you mentioned coconut. It looks like they have a coconut flavored one. So next time at Aldi, you could probably.
I feel
try
like the almond will probably be better than the coconut.
Yeah, I'm
I
just
like
not
it.
a fan. It's just the flavor and texture just does not. I've just never
That's how my
liked
son
coconut.
feels.
My
He
wife
doesn't like it.
will coconut all day. She'll put it on everything. She'll make some baked goods at home and use the hell out of it. But
I
I'm
love
not
coconut.
a fan. Let's see. So we're gonna try next the raspberry Jaffa cake. So this
So let's
is
see how I like this, because I'm gonna tell you what I'm not a fan of.
what?
I don't know. I don't like anything with jelly filled.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah.
So you're not like a jelly filled
I
donut?
am not a jelly filled donut person.
I'm not either.
at
I like
all.
I like just a good glaze.
Yeah, me too.
I like the donut holes because it is just like a little
Yeah.
little cup of donut holes again with my milk.
So let's see what this does to me, guys.
So this is chocolate. It's a sponge cookie and it has a raspberry fruit filling.
It gives me a devil food texture vibe.
It's okay.
I'm not a fan.
I'm not either.
Sorry, Aldi's.
I mean, the fruit is, I don't know. Just a combination, I think, is what throws
It's really
me off.
soft though.
Yeah.
Like really soft.
It's like a Jell-O squishy type feeling. The cookie is nice and soft. The chocolate on there, but I think the fruit just overpowers the whole thing.
Yeah,
and
I'm
that's
not a
really
fan
all
of
you taste. And it's kind of
The
like
shortbread was better.
like a gummy. You notice, like you see that. Yeah.
We didn't like that one.
Shortbread's good. That one, not a fan of. Almonds are good. Now let's try these potato sticks.
I'm excited for these because they look really good.
Yeah, that looks like it says hash brown style potato sticks. I think probably like a French fry.
I was thinking
type
that,
thing.
like a French fry chip.
But they caught my eye. Oh, they're thin boys.
Like Steak and Shake.
Let's see.
Oh my God, I love these.
Ooh,
They're
that's good.
good.
Tastes a little bit of there's onion in there, I think. Yeah, onion powder, sunflower oil. What's your favorite like go-to snack? Like if you're just sitting on the couch.
I like sunflower seeds.
Okay.
I'm a person that'll sit there and eat like a whole bag of sunflower seeds with like a soda.
I like jerky. Jerky's my thing.
Oh yeah, that's not.
I have a big old bag of jerky at my desk, and I told my
I like
wife
these.
the other day, I was like, yeah, I bought a big old bag of jerky. That way I have it at work, so I can snack on it as needed. But now I'm, overthinking my life choices because I really wanted. It was like Saturday morning. I was like, I want some jerky right now, and I left that big old bag sitting
Here.
at my desk. But yeah, that's my thing. I like jerky. I like chips. I like a good chip with a dip.
Me too.
I'm Mexican, so I like the Flamin' Hots, but you throw the Flamin' Hots in a bowl and you put some lime on them, and they taste really, really good. So they have the Flamin' Hot bag. I don't know if you've ever seen it, but with lime. But if you just put them in a bowl, your fingers are going to be red for days. But you put them in a bowl and you just throw some lime on them and sort of squish them around, mix them around. It's super good. But I also like the same thing, right? The Flamin' Hots, but I'll put them in some like cream cheese.
Okay.
Right? It's a
That's what Naja does. She's
good combination.
Takis with cream cheese and something.
Yeah, it's really, really
I
good.
like Ruffles cheddar with French onion dip.
Yeah.
Really good.
I'm a ranch dip guy, so
Are
I do
you?
like a good, like a barbecue with ranch dip, I think is my thing. But yeah,
These are good. I highly recommend these.
This was good, guys. Something a little different, right? Again, I'm a big Aldi shopper. Ash sounds like she's a
I
good
am too.
Aldi shopper.
I love Aldi.
Next time you're hitting that middle aisle, don't sleep on their snacks. These are actually really good. I've seen them often. I think they make like some stuff in their cold section as well. I think I bought like cheese for Ashley. And so yeah, pretty good. I think overall, probably wouldn't recommend the Jaffa cakes.
That's not my favorite.
But thanks for hanging out with us, guys. This has been sort of just a nice little sort of taste test on what Aldi has to offer. So tune in next week. We're going to try a few more things. So come on back. This has been another episode of the Talk Shiitake podcast. I thank you guys for joining us. Again, don't forget to like, subscribe, and check out all the info in our info section or in the About Me section of this video, right? We'll have links there talking about all the products we just talked about. today, linking you also to our amazing Leaven members. Thank you so much to our Leaven member of the day today for joining us, having a conversation with Ash. So that's really what it's all about. So make sure you're coming back every week to join us here at Leaven Kitchen for our Talk Shiitake podcast. We're going over news, we're going over some food reviews, we're looking at food, tasting food, which is probably my favorite part, and we're spotlighting our Leaven members. So come back and see us.